Battle control initialized.
Hello there, comrades and cannon fodder. It's Dvoid here. I've got a 1v1 game on Titan VIP version 2 map. I'm using Russia and my opponent's also using Russia. We've got a few spectators for this game, and it's a game. I decided to try one of my new build orders, and I've seen this build order used by other players, but I'm trying the War Factory first build, and it's also an early expansion build. Because I think my standard build order, where I was producing 12 rifles, an engineer and keeping my base defence, it wasn't, doesn't seem to be cutting it at the moment, and I am out of practice, so that's partly to do with why. But I am trying new build orders and trying to get a new kind of up-to-date strategy and tactics sort of system going, basically, because I need to improve my game. There's some players that, you know, I know fairly well, and a lot of players are stepping up their game and improving, and, you know, a lot of players are quite formidable now, so I need to step it up myself. Let's disable the shroud. I do like this map, but there's an interesting feature, this wall in the middle. Very interesting feature. But I can only get a few rifles with the War Factory first build. So here I've discovered an enemy rifle. There we go. So those couple of rifles have told me I've got to get out of there. Save my engineer. So we have one oil derrick each, but my opponent is about to take the central oil. I've got to fall back. I just, with the War Factory first build, I don't have the assets to contest the centre at this point. He hasn't got many, but, you know, he's got enough. Let's see, 24 rifles to my 3, so, you know, this is the build order I would normally use. I would normally have plenty of rifles, and at the 2-minute mark, I start to churn out rocket troops and rifles for a short while, whereas this War Factory first build, that's not an option. I have to wait and get by with very little, but use the assets you've got. But the thing is, if I was using my standard build and just stood here with 20 rifles doing nothing, they would be useless. Plus, if I contested this and lost or won, you know, I'd probably lose against this. But if I'd lost, then, you know, it would have been a waste. If I'd won, I'd be holding this oil derrick now, and I'd have my standard economy, whereas this War Factory first build does actually start to earn you money quicker after a certain point. You've just got to get through the stage of the early game where you're hard up, where your credits are very low, very limited. See, it's 3 minutes 40 and I'm struggling to build, you know, units. Luckily my opponent's not being aggressive. I've got this here. I could have actually, I'm deciding to capture the hospital with my ranger and engineer, but I could have taken this. He hasn't got anything that could have stopped me, but obviously I didn't know. And he's there, I saw that, and I did see it. I'm sure I remember seeing that. Engineer, yeah, I sent this rifle, I sent that. Not that they're going to reach it in time, but I did notice. But yeah, I could have taken both of these. I should have been more active. Look, there's my, he's back in there. General, that's a general character, look. Very interesting. A general. Cool. I've not noticed that character, unit there before, that neutral. There's a Tanya. That's interesting, that. I didn't know there was a Tanya there. Interesting. So there's a general and a Tanya. What's this? Oh no, that's a rifleman. My opponent's got his expansion set up by the look of it. Not my, yeah, my opponent. Sorry, he's got his expansion. I've got a Grendrock preparing, and he's just starting to investigate. He's going to lose that, surely. Yeah, I was going to say those flak trucks are just, you know, they're very vulnerable at this point in the game. It's 5 minutes 30. You're gonna get like wiped out running around the base of one of them. But with this, it's an early expansion. You get to, you see, I've only got 2 refineries in my home base. So when you build your, you build a power plant, then a barracks, then you build your refinery and a war factory. Then you build a power plant and your second refinery. And once that second refinery is placed, that's when you build the service depot. And it allows you build 3 after your scout vehicle. As soon as you place your war factory, you build a scout vehicle and 3 ore trucks. But as soon as that second refinery is done, you build your service depot and add the MCV to your build queue. But here, he's hit me here, he's caught me off guard. He's destroyed an ore truck, but he's backed away nicely. So he's obviously seen I've got some units and he's thought it can preserve everything, hit and run. So yeah, you can't really go wrong there. But I've got a force here. I didn't expect to find a presence like a strong force here. It's not strong, but it's enough. Look at that. It's, you know, I'm wasting my time of fighting that. I need to back away. He's got production there, base defences. I need to back away, but he knows I've got this here because his rifle guard spotted my expansion. Not good. Now, I was in the process of moving out, but I think I noticed and turned back. Yeah, took me long enough. Set primary production there. I've got tanks coming out. 1 tank. But the construction yard, I took the chance that I could kill these, but they destroyed it. You know, that was a misjudgment on my part, but I know I can finish this force off. It's just, I know I'm also in a bad way. Look, it's completely defenceless. I've got primary production here because I know, you know, I'm under threat, but I'm defenceless. The MCV has to retreat. I'll be lucky to save the ore truck, but I've got units making their way. Yeah, I think the ore truck might survive. Yeah, I've cleared out my home base. A very small force defending it. Let's have a look at the army values. 6, I've got 9, my opponent's got 6, and I had no idea. But I'm about to lose this by the looks of it. He spotted it and it's almost destroyed as it is. Yeah, I tried packing up and running, but nope. Now I'm attacking here, hoping to find an ore truck, but I didn't. I've got a small defensive force, but I'm in like disarray. My opponent's got 5 grand of army value. I've got 11. I can't believe it. Yeah, my opponent's got 17 grand. That's what's fueling his army. It'll soon increase, whereas mine isn't the same situation. He's got a larger income, but I'm taking out his oil derrick, trying to make some sort of defence here because I need this refinery intact. Destroying the other oil derrick. Now, there's a small clash here. I should have moved them back. Yeah, that's right, good. Move them back and use my building's view range, but then I need to hit him here. This is kind of a little counter-attack. So yeah, that's alright. I need to take that service depot out. But he's sending forces back, look, that's bought me some time. I've got a force, I expected to find an expansion there. I don't know why he hasn't bothered. Maybe he thought he didn't need to. But this force now has been caught and they're going to run because they can be a nuisance. Those 2 tanks are an effective weapon against enemy ore trucks. So he's chasing them, and as long as he's chasing them, they're going to run. But I'm hitting him here. I've got another eco raid. Look, this is a nicely timed one because it's his main eco patch by the look of it. He's got 3 ore trucks harvesting that. Let's check his power levels. They're okay, but we've got some fighting here. Need to stop my units. Yeah, they're stopped. I think it looks like one's moving. Yeah, he's moving. I should have... No, the tank's knackered. Yeah, this is a hectic one, this. A hectic struggle. But I cleared out his expansion, and I think I've won that battle there by the looks of it. But these tanks, they need to shoot that tank. I've got the hands full with the base defence. But yeah, my opponent's is pushed through here, and their position isn't very good. And he's attacking here. He's got a capture. He did it with an engineer. I missed it in the game until the last moment. See, I've just killed the engineer. But he's captured that war factory. Very, very effective attack that. Now he's wiped away this expansion. Taken my vehicle production away. I'm having to transfer my ore trucks. And all my attack forces have been destroyed. Now I've got a 5 grand army and he's got 16. It's because of that extra cash he had has just like funded his economy. But I've got a 9 grand. How did I manage that? It's just, yeah, my vehicle production has stopped because now I can't build anything. I lost my construction yards, so yes, that's why I've got cash. He's spending his rapidly, whereas I can't. I'm producing infantry, and probably slowly at that. Yes, I'm in low power, so I can't build. I can, but it's building slowly. You'll see, look, that's probably a... No, I'm back in normal power now, but I've got my war factory replaced. I've got a 6 grand army value. He's nearly up to 20 grand. So, yeah, that's it. He's basically just going to have to finish me off at this point. There's not much I can do. I saw it and brought that MCV back just so I've got the build radius, and I can win that. They need to stop. But I'm using these ore trucks. They're screening my troops. Yeah, that's good, but they're also being destroyed. I can't afford to lose them, and now they've retreated headlong into that. And now I've lost my construction yard again, so now I can't build. I've got tanks and infantry, but that's it. Tanks, infantry and cash, but I can't build. Can't build fast enough, and I can't build structures. Not good at all, that's it. I mean, I did okay. I fought as best I could. But I didn't realise that I was ahead in army value at that early point. If I only had have known, I thought I was, you know, I thought I was on the back foot, and it was because of that initial hit and run. It altered my mindset where I've just been hit and damaged, and he took no losses whatsoever for doing that. It kind of put me on the back foot, I think, and when I was even winning, I didn't realise. So I'm going to have to remember that in future. It's valuable experience that I could have done better. Now I've produced another MCV, but it doesn't matter. It's too late. There's nothing I can do. And I think, right, for a last effort, I'm going to produce some engineers, try and go on a capture. But it's over. It doesn't matter. Whatever I do, I could get this MCV and escape over here, build a power plant, a barracks, a refinery. I could even build a war factory. It wouldn't matter. I'd just be destroyed. So that's it. It's done. People will be leaving now. Spectators. My structures are nearly all gone. But like I say, sometimes there's still some little bit of practice or some sort of something that can be used or made use of out of a situation like this. So I'm just seeing how the enemy moves and reacts and stuff, and how to get my construction yard safely behind them and building again, because the last place he's going to check for where I'm building is going to be here. now. You see, he's going everywhere else but where I am. So it's, you know, it's useful. You learn, you get insights and useful insights. I might have another base set up, and this could make a lot of difference, keeping that alive. Sorry, but excuse me. Sorry about that, everyone. That was the dog. He's heard something that I didn't. So if you did hear it, if you didn't hear him because he's too far away and the mic didn't pick it up, then just ignore what I'm saying now. But if you did hear it, then I apologise, and I don't know what he was barking at. I don't know what he heard. Heard something I didn't. Yeah, the barking, it really does bounce off the walls in this room. There's my little dog making an appearance. But that's it now, it's over. Dragging it out longer than I should. I tried with a couple of engineers, but just, it was a wasted effort. So it's over, it's done. My MCV is running, but, you know, I should have called it a few minutes ago, really, but, you know, it's no harm done. I'm typing well played, it's over. So there we go. My score is a fair bit lower than my opponent, but he is a good player. You know, he beat me. It was a convincing win, and even when I had the advantage, I didn't know and didn't take advantage of it. But it's vital experience and learning, and watching your replays back, especially your losses, is where you learn the most. And to be fair, I was using a build order I've never used in a proper competitive effort game where I put the effort in. And I shouldn't really have used that build order, I don't think. I had spectators fighting a quality player. So maybe I should have used my standard build order, but I wanted to test it out. And it was a fun game, a good game. And having a bit more, adding a little bit more difficulty to a game is, like I say, I said in a previous post recently, that it's not a bad thing. When you're trying to improve and practice and, you know, get good again, there's no harm in challenging yourself. So I hope everyone enjoyed this game. I'm just going to go through the basic stats. There's the army graph, bit of up and down. So at what point I was ahead, it was only a brief point. So it's like from just after 8 minutes to 10.5 roughly. Yeah, so it wasn't really that bad. I didn't miss that much of an opportunity, to be fair. You know, it was only a couple of minutes where I outnumbered my opponent's army. So, being able to take advantage of that 2-minute advantage when he had enough cash to produce enough units to stop my attacks anyway, I don't think I really failed or lost out anything too much there. My best chance was when I launched my counterattacks and pushed him off this expansion here. That was probably my best effort for the game. But there's the army graph anyway, earnings graph. Yeah. I'm surprised my opponents dipped there. It was probably when I pushed him off the expansion, to be fair. That must be it, because he had to back away with a few ore trucks. Army, let's have a look at his finishing army. Yeah. A convincing standard army, 12 tanks, and nearly 100 men. Is the combat tab. 322 against my 243 kills. 89 to 52 in destroyed assets. Yeah, it was a convincing win. No support powers, no tech accessed. There's our production. Let's have a look at the economy. Earned, I got 91 earnings, my opponent 120. He's got a lot of cash left as well. I spent 94, he spent 111. So yeah, well, he's got a lot of cash left, that's why. There's the basics. And that's that. All the basic tabs, charts, graphs. So, yeah, it was a fun game and a good challenge. You know, I'm quite happy with that. It was a fun battle. I hope my viewers enjoy it as well. So, until next time, take care all.
Battle control terminated.